Well, guys, it is the first of the lasts. I am moving in to my senior year of college at Boston University today. I somehow have so much more stuff than in the past. I do have an apartment versus suite. So there is a lot more stuff I need, like for the kitchen and common room and everything. It's to the point where my dad is putting the Thule box on top of the car, which we've never had to do before. It is 10:44. The goal was to leave at 11, which we'll probably have to push back, but it's fine. My slot is from like 1 to 5, and it'll probably take us 2 hours to get into the city. But I also just don't know what to expect because I have 2 random roommates, which wasn't ideal. I would love to have lived with all of my friends, but that just logistically didn't work out. There's lots of other factors. I don't even know the name of one of the roommates because on the housing portal it just says occupied. And my best friend Abby, who I am living with, she won't be there for a couple more days. So we have to hold down the fort until she gets there. This is still the first day of housing move-in, so I have a feeling I'll probably be the first one there. I hope, so I can kind of get the lay of the land and settle. I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore freshman year for move-in, you know, as a little nod to that. I feel like I've either worn this or my red BU t-shirt for every move-in. This is exciting, but also very bittersweet. So I'm excited to take you guys along on our very last move-in vlog. Not gonna lie, I'm already forgetting about a lot of stuff. I still have my bags of clothes. I have this ottoman. Let me quickly do some bags over the bottoms so they don't get dirty. I also forgot to mention, I also have these pillows right here. Oh, hi. She has been really annoying today. She's been kind of just ignoring me. So I don't know if she knows that something is happening or if she's just being stubborn. Today, it's as if I don't exist. I'm gonna miss you so much, sweetie pie. Hi, okay, is this that cool? So cool and exciting. Dirty. Well, hello guys. My parent why was that in a southern accent? My parents just left. We did a lot of unpacking and then we got Cane's for a very late lunch/dinner. It's hard because I'm the only one here. I didn't buy everything. We bought a lot, but I don't want to get everything we could need for the kitchen or these shared spaces myself. I mean, first off, I feel like that's kind of rude and presumptuous of me to like do everything. I feel like, I mean, we got a lot of spices and stuff, which obviously everything I got, I'm like so happy to share. And I hope other people didn't get duplicates because I don't think we're gonna go through that many spices. But other things like pans or appliances, that's a lot on me to be buying everything. So I feel like we should kind of split up the burden a little bit when everyone gets here. I can't do a ton in the kitchen right now because we don't have anything. But oh my gosh, I tried to show you guys some of our process of this room, but it was just so frustrating. I finally got it to a point that I like, But the problem was that the desk is massive. You could easily fit 2 people side by side and be comfortable. It was easily twice the size of my desk last year. So it took up half the length of the room, and the room is pretty small to begin with. And then you have the big dresser as well. So the dresser and the desk, it's pretty much up until where the door is. And then you have a little walkway. So it was just really frustrating. So our solution to that, because we tried pretty much every layout possible, and I wanted to have a cozy corner for my bed. That was a non-negotiable, so I did not want my bed up against the window. That was how it originally came, just flush up against the wall that the window's on. I don't like being so exposed to the window. We ended up just putting the desk under my bed. It's all gonna work out because I usually don't utilize all of the underbed storage that's possible. So there's the desk and the shelf thing on top of the desk. That was also way too big. The one last year was just a little shelf, but this one fully had built-in lights. So now both of those are slid under the bed, and I have this little corner right here. Just a vanity space, but I want to actually get a vanity. So my mom and I are gonna start looking for something. There's enough space for there to be something here, you know? So get something the width of this, maybe drawers, and then I'll just use this chair there. And this will be my little getting ready makeup area. This is the drawer that came with the desk. It was actually detachable, which is kind of nice. So for now, this will work. It's uncomfortable with my knees there. Getting something for that corner is definitely on the list. Also getting curtains and just a tension rod for that, because that'll just make it look so much nicer. It'll just look so homey. I put my books right there on the windowsill, and this I will make cute, and obviously that bulletin board is gonna get decorated. I'm so glad I brought this rug. It adds so much to the space. It just makes it much more cohesive. So that's the update right now. Ella and Sophia are gonna come over, honestly, momentarily. We're just gonna hang out first and foremost, but we're probably gonna do some crafting as well. Guys, there's a massive spider outside the window. Why are you all the way up here on the side of the building? Another thing is we ended up putting this bed on the high setting, which in the past my beds were not adjustable, so this is nice. I don't have any sort of headboard, but I think that'll be fine on the other side. In the past, my dad had made me custom bed risers out of wood because the plastic ones from the store really scared me, because there's a couple reviews that said they broke in the middle of the night. So I didn't want to buy any, but I needed to raise the bed. So those unfortunately didn't fit because this is not a perfect square. It's kind of elongated. So thank God that worked, because the desk just barely fits. Like literally just barely. I could still use this drawer too, I suppose. So the bed is a lot higher than in the past as well. So I'll probably use that ottoman as a stepping stool. My closet, the shoe rack doesn't really fit. It didn't fit with this side by side, so I smushed it back here, but we have a couple coat closets. So I figured this one, since it's out of the way, I put my blazers in there for now. We also have this coat closet, which I figured this would be more of an actual winter coats because you're about to go out the door. This one makes more sense than all the way back down there. But this is really nice, this floor length mirror. But yeah, this is the state of the living room right now. We need to get rid of some of this stuff, and we need a trash can. I thought BU would provide us with the bare minimum, but they gave us absolutely nothing. I love my little Nespresso corner. Got my pods there. Figured this will be just a glasses cabinet. Okay, it is the next day. I don't really have time to do any unpacking and organizing right now because I have a scholarship essay due. So I'm gonna go, I think, to pavement and just get that out of the way. I need to walk in and do that. That's more important than the mess of this room. Overall, an okay night of sleep, but definitely some things I want to change. It's not convenient not having a shelf or something by my head to have like my clock and my water and whatnot, you know? I've been majorly slacking on updating this. It has been a week, actually a week and 2 days since I moved in, but we are finally making a bit of progress. Not as much as I would have hoped, but still some progress. So my parents actually came into the city today to drop off more stuff. They brought a trash can for the kitchen, bathroom. They brought me a mirror, some plate sets, a toaster, some sweet, just all the essentials that we need and we couldn't get because Target is just complete chaos here. We went to TJ Maxx, I guess it was last weekend, and got bowls and a silverware set, which was amazing, but I've been eating out of bowls for every meal, and I've also, if I ever needed something that would normally be toasted, I've been putting it in a frying pan. I'm just having decision fatigue when it comes to decorating my room and putting things on the wall. I have done one thing, which is making this little bulletin board. I love how this turned out, all these little knickknacks and photos. I just printed these out myself. Some little stickers. My friend Ella drew that for me. Little card. My puppy, of course. We still have tons more photos. I also made this one recently. Put this photo in and then did the little border with some craft paper I had. So first and foremost, we've got an over the door mirror, which I'm very excited about. More bowls. We now have 12 bowls, so I don't think I'm gonna use these, so I might just return them. I have some tension rods for curtains. I still need to actually get curtains though. And then they brought me some snacks. Thanks, guys. And in here, oh my gosh, I forgot about this. We pre-ordered this like 2 months ago, but it's the limited edition Cape Elizabeth. I think it's like the 5th year. I don't know. It's one of the anniversaries for Cape Elizabeth. So we got these shirts. Like my mom, brother, and I all got matching ones and they finally were delivered. I'm so excited. Oh, this will be perfect. Some drawer dividers. I'm going to do this for my top drawer, which is just like underwear and the tank tops and stuff like that. So that will be good to separate it all. The last big thing I need to do is get an actual vanity here. I found the perfect one at IKEA. It's just the smallest vanity they make that is pretty much the exact width of this. We might have to really push the bed as far back as it'll go because it will be a tight squeeze, but it's 27.5 inches, which is pretty much exactly what this distance is. The only issue is that it's sold out. They had 2 left this morning in Stoughton, Mass, which is the nearest IKEA to like anywhere in New England. And now they're gone. So not sure what we're gonna do because I really want it, but it's probably back ordered now. But I absolutely need something next to my bed for my phone, my hatch, and water. So I've been looking to see if I could find anything that's like tall, skinny, narrow, that will go up. No side tables are that tall. They all will probably go to like right there. And even if there are tall things, they're just like wicked expensive. But that just realistically isn't gonna work. So then the only other option is something at the end of the bed, really. So I could do some shelves here, maybe. It's a mirror. Why would you put the sticker on top? Oh my God, there's so much glue here. This is really gonna annoy me. I need to figure out if there's anything else I can do. Even though I don't have curtains yet, I'm just gonna put up the tension rod for fun, just to make sure it works. Just imagine that. Some curtains, it'll look really nice. Big update. We now have curtains. Let's put them up. I have done a few other things since I last updated, my bad. I didn't think about the fact that this is only one panel. I guess I can buy the other half later. Obviously it'll look better when there's actually sunlight, and I purposely got ones that were not blackout because I didn't really like the look of that. Okay, this little corner, I'm obsessed. So now that that's up, let me show you guys what I've done that I didn't show you. I figured out my clock situation. I was really trying to over-engineer a solution and I just kept it very simple. So there it is. I just did this little shelf thing. So it's at the end of my bed. These are actually little mini command shelves. They're not meant to go in the corner, but I made it work. I added these prints. I believe I got these in Paris, but I've had them since my freshman year. And then the real star of the show, I did my little gallery wall above the bed. So that is the room progress. I am pretty much almost done and things are definitely starting to get put away. Okay guys, we have quite the adventure ahead of us today. You might be wondering why I'm in the car. Long story short, my parents had a flight this weekend out of Boston and I've been wanting that IKEA desk that I talked about, but shipping would have taken forever and been super expensive, so pickup was kind of the only option, but I don't have a car to get to stow in. So I'm like, if you guys are just parking your car here all weekend while you're gone, I might as well just take it and utilize it to go to IKEA. So that's what I did. They met me at my dorm at 6 a.m. this morning. I got literally 3 hours of sleep. We drove to the airport, swapped out, came back. I slept for a little bit, and then now we're going to IKEA. I really want Mary Lou's coffee. That's a no-brainer. Last time we went to IKEA, we also stopped at Mary Lou's because there aren't any in Boston. So Mary Lou's, if you're watching, please add some closer to Boston. I did get my Mary Lou's. I actually hate this location. I wish I didn't pick it, but it was like directing me all over the place, and I'd originally actually put it into IKEA first and then Mary Lou's, which was wrong, so it was just chaos. So this is like my least favorite location ever. I've been here before actually. It does not taste as good as I remember. I'm disappointed. All this way, all this hassle, and it's just kind of mid. I get the funny bone. Guys, I finally made it. It is 1:30. I left my room at noon. So that took a very, very long time. And I'm getting very hungry. I'm hoping this can be a quick in and out, and then maybe I will go get some meatballs. I need to scope out exactly what bin and area it's gonna be in so I can just hopefully go find it right away, because I am not going through the showroom. I'm just going straight to like where the boxes are. The coffee's growing on me a bit, but still. Yeah guys, we smashed that. That was awesome. Maybe the fastest IKEA trip ever recorded. 20 minutes. Now that I have that, clearly I didn't get food there. I'm gonna need to find a place to eat. There's some Targets nearby, so I wanna see if they have the curtains that I bought so I can grab another one, and then we can really just be done with the room. The box is heavier than I expected. It's almost 50 pounds. Ideally, I would wanna find some food that I can't access easily in Boston. I wonder if there's a Bertucci's actually, because that would be perfect. I've made it to Target. They should have everything in stock, but this is a massive Target, maybe the biggest Target I've ever been to. I called my mom and she reminded me that I will probably need a screwdriver to put this together, which I didn't even cross my mind. So I'll get a screwdriver and some tools. Have not found any good food around, so I might just get a snack and then wait until I'm back to eat something. Oh my God, you guys, what a flop. What a flop. They did not have the curtains. It said they had them. Clearly not. Thank God I found the screwdriver. I had to get someone to go look in the back for it. There's a Target in Braintree that says it has it in stock. So I'm gonna just place the order now for pickup and hopefully they have it. It says it could take up to 2 hours. I don't think Target's ever taken that long. I'm gonna waste some time by getting food because I need that anyways. So hopefully the timing will work out well. Lunch has been secured. I'm so excited. My coffee is like at that much. Now I have sweet tea. Hopefully it's sweet. Last time I got Chick-fil-A, they gave me unsweetened. Sit here, probably watch some YouTube or something and eat, just relax. These are some of the crispiest fries I've ever had at Chick-fil-A. Guys, thank God. Look what I got. The exact curtains. The online order was not ready, so I canceled it and then just went inside hoping it would be where it's supposed to be, and it was. I have like a 40-minute drive back to Boston, even though I'm wicked close to the city. There's an insane amount of traffic. Wish me luck, and then hopefully I can get some help bringing my IKEA thing in. We ended up getting a cart. I had to park a good bit away from our building, so way to treacherous walk, and the thing's like 50 pounds, but Abby helped me, so that was very nice. I'm gonna like have a cozy night where I'm gonna put on a movie, I'm gonna build this thing, and I have some dinner leftovers. Like, it's gonna be great. So we have quite the problem. It was supposed to just barely fit, but I didn't account for like baseboards, and also my bed has a weird shape, which I'll show, so it's just not fitting. I've like tried to move some things around, but see what I mean? Like with the baseboard there, it's not flush against the wall. So this is very valuable space right here. But yeah, the baseboard's there, and then see what I mean? So the bed has some different divots, so in theory, it should fit if it was like flush against this, but then you have to get it around these corners. Getting it in there is like impossible to do while it's fully assembled, and I can't really take it apart at this point. It's on these hooks, so I could lift it up, put this in, and then maybe put the bed back down and get it to work. I don't know, but I don't think this is a problem for right now because I'm stressed. So another issue that I'm having with this is that this hole right here is way too small for these. So I could get this side in, but this one will not fit like whatsoever. I tried for pretty much 10 minutes straight, so I can try to maybe carve it out a little bit. So I think I just need to take a step back from this for the day. It is the next day. I've decided I'm gonna just finish putting together the desk. I have it right here just next to the dresser, which honestly isn't the worst setup ever. At least there I have some beautiful natural light right here to get ready. It just leaves a ton of unused space, which is what I was trying to avoid by putting it there. It doesn't make the room feel any less cramped, I feel like. So we'll see how this works. It has been long enough. It's finally time to do a room tour. If I keep waiting for it to be absolutely perfect, absolutely spotless, clean, organized, I'm never gonna finish this video. So we just need to suck it up and film this. In reality, I'm probably not gonna change my room at all after this point. Without further ado, let's get into my senior year apartment tour. The desk is still here. I'm just storing like crafting and school things, my old computer, notebooks, pencils, pens, stuff like that in here. I moved these little drawers under here and just kind of random things again, like just some storage. And these are like all of my makeup bags and stuff. These drawers are towels and pajamas. I do have this pretty big empty space here, but we know the whole desk fiasco. And oh my gosh, having the desk has been a game changer because while I don't sit and do schoolwork at it much, I have been having a ton more meetings or interviews or calls with like coaches and stuff for Sideline, and being able to sit with my computer in my room and it be quiet was essential. So I'm so glad I got this because I end up taking calls here like literally every single day. What's crazy about this is that it's so big that I still have so much space. I ended up moving my shoe rack to the hall closet because no one was using it. First aid stuff down there. In these little baskets, this is my socks, and this is just miscellaneous random stuff that I actually took off the cart and just wanted it to not be in eyesight. So that's there. That's honestly kind of it in terms of my room tour. There's not a ton of space, obviously, but I feel like I utilized it pretty well by tucking things under the bed, and I love having all this open space. I love it, and I hope you guys love it too. So stay tuned for more senior year content because I'm trying to be better, but I've been so overwhelmed. Why do I feel like school is on a back burner compared to like me working and trying to find a job and a career after graduation? School is just like my last priority at this point, but I'm still doing everything. It's just hard to find balance these days. Anyways, stay tuned for more videos and I'll see you guys